Whoa! I'm live now. Am I live now? Are we live?
What is this game?
Yeah, we're live.
All right,
We're ready to play some Underlords.
Heck yeah! Oh, never mind duos. We're doing quadruos. That's right, Dota
Fine.
Underlords quadruos. Um,
Cool.
yeah. Everybody, welcome to Dungeons and Dragons Noobs. At this point in time, we've been playing for over a year. I don't know if we still consider ourselves that, but
Yeah, I sort of just low
This
key.
campaign has actually felt like it's been over a year. Good call.
I,
Hey, man,
I, I
that's
low
what's
key
up.
just changed the titles to Apathetic Enthusiasm Game Nights. So welcome to Game Night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out
Hey.
with us.
Yeah. So we are doing session number 6, I believe, of my DM campaign, Desert of Ryu. We are here with Kevin, old so lucid, Travis, who not so lucid, and John, looking good, John.
Thanks.
A
Good
cough
to see you too.
always
A
looking.
pleasure.
Every time I see you get a little bit better looking. And that's not that's like a platonic thing. Like, wow, you look really good. You know, I don't
You
know
guys
if,
want us to leave you guys alone for a while?
no. It's platonic. Like I said, like I don't know if it's like the cream you use on your face or what. But
It's definitely the cream.
okay, all right. Yeah, I gotta get my hands on
It's
some of that,
definitely the
on some of your cream.
I'll send it to you in the mail.
All right,
Maybe he's born with it.
maybe it's John Boleyn.
Maybe it's just the cream.
Well, this session's off to a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
I got the feeling we're gonna be real good at this game tonight.
Everything said so far has been completely relevant to the story.
we're all in character. This is what's fantastic.
We're going to accomplish so much tonight.
Booze is happening, so we'll see how this night goes.
So
All right.
lucid.
Well, okay. So let's go ahead and get this started. Just a little bit of a recap from our last 3 sessions. You guys found yourselves in a ruins that this dwarf Gra told you about, and eventually the kind of operations troll or goblin manager, Dag, asked you to go in there and take a look at it. And you as a team went in, found a scout crushed by some rocks. You solved a couple puzzles, didn't drown, and then you fought some spiders. The spiders weren't too difficult. As a matter of fact, nothing in this ruins was too difficult for you. And when you got to the end of it, you found a what seemed to be some kind of mana or some kind of device that when you got close with the stones that you have on your person, specifically Travis's stone, activated this thing. There was a corpse of a giant spider right next to it, and by activating the stone, you found that this spider, who could kind of jump in and out of the plane, was feeding off of this essence, this blue essence that was emanating from this boulder looking thing. You defeated it, and once you defeated the spider, it kind of morphed into the body of a man, and this man had a tattoo on him that said Nakyat Faroon, which Monty recognized it as Altered Paths. John's character, Caliban, recognized the tattoo, not the tattoo, but the words from something that his brother may or may not have knowledge of.
I forget, when he morphed back into a man, was he missing half of his limbs?
Uh, I will say he was missing his middle finger.
Okay. He's
That,
only got 8 fingers.
and that's canon now. That's canon. He's missing his middle finger, so he's always like, "Hey, F you, buddy." So once you left the ruins, you came back out. You met with Dag. One of the things that you guys actually found inside the ruins was a a some kind of magical item that allowed you to track the closest bit of alcohol, and that led you to helping get a guard fired. So congratulations on that. I should give you XP for firing a guard because
For
he's
ruining
drinking.
someone's life.
Yeah.
Caliban.
And our next session takes place in the home of that guard as he explains to his wife.
I also want to point out the whole time he was just having people pour it on the ground, which had zero,
No,
zero
it
to
was
do
a
with how it
necessary
works.
step. It was a necessary step because otherwise the magic pouch wouldn't go on to the next drink. I had to have him empty the drink before I could do that.
That's true. You did have to do that.
Okay.
So so that guard got taken away by the other guards saying like whatever, you're drunk. And Dag said that he would take you to see his boss, Smitty Pepperton, after a little bit of uh getting threatened by old Monty James. And Dag took you to Bomberman Jack's, where you spent the rest of your night, got a room on him, well, not on his tab, and that is where we start. Um, you wake up the you guys wake up in various ways, and you can describe that if you want. To the sounds of light guitar playing and dishes clattering
I
downstairs.
opened my eyes. That's how I wake up.
I just opened my left eye,
Oh, geez.
then my right eye,
Okay.
then I close my left eye, and then my right eye again.
Oh, look at Bomberman.
And now I open both of them.
Oh, this is a fancy looking establishment.
Are we
So
in
we
separate rooms, or are we actually like
No, we
already
slept on the
downstairs?
floor.
Yeah, you slept. You have control of your tokens. I didn't really
No, that's
organize
cool.
them.
That's cool.
Is that a bugbear skin rug or a owlbear skin rug?
Do a perception check or do an investigation check.
First roll of the night.
Can I do perception instead?
No,
Come on.
I changed it on you.
I mean,
Don't fight the
Five.
DM. You have no idea.
5.
I mean, it looks like a hairy animal skin. You're a bird. You don't notice these things. You're like, oh, it doesn't have feathers. What is it really?
All right.
Yeah.
So, I kind of like get a sense before I even open my eyes. I kind of like realize my back is really sore, and I hear all this like commotion around me, and so then as I open my eyes, I realize that I'm laying on the ground next to one of these tables with my feet still sitting up on one of the benches. But the rest of my body flat on the ground, and then I kind of just reach around on my back and kind of, oh, what a night. Is that eggs I smell?
There are no eggs at this establishment.
let that be true. Let that
No
be
one,
true.
no one,
Let that
no
be
one
true.
has to respond. That's what I say.
No, let's cut the shit. Is there breakfast at this place or not?
Here, I'm gonna pull something out. My
Is
generic
there breakfast?
my generic tokens. Where are you? You're the
Yeah, I'm the guy that passed out near the bench.
okay.
In the southern area there.
Eggs? Of course we got eggs. We got we got chicken eggs.
No, if you fry up a couple of chicken eggs and some strong coffee if you got it.
Coffee? What kind of establishment you think this is? We got coffee. No, we got chicken eggs. Water.
Pardon me, sir.
Fried eggs and water is fine.
Are you part prospector?
And then
Old
I
prospector.
kind of wipe the spittle that from his vocabulary off of my face as I try to sit up on the bench.
Prospector? What kind of prospect do you think we're doing here? We're here in Bomberman Jacks.
And I'm not sure I caught your name last night. What was your name, be, sir?
Oh, oh man.
Oh man. Well, it's good to meet you, man. And I looking forward to those eggs, man.
Nice to meet you too, man.
I just kind of look at him befuddled.
So that's 2 eggs for you, right?
Yes,
And-
please.
And a water. 2 eggs and a water.
Yeah, if you could heat the water up and pour it through some coffee grounds, I'd appreciate it.
Coffee? What kind of establishment you think this is? A coffee bar?
All right, water it is. Do you have tea?
Tea? What kind of establishment you think this is? A tea bar?
Whose idea was it for us to stay here?
I'm
what
not
is
entirely
happening right
sure.
now?
I'm just trying to get into. I'm trying to get into the performance of it.
I mean,
What
remember this-
performance?
I remember reading the bulletin board about this place outside, and it only got 2 stars out of 5. And I'm kind of understanding why now.
Oh shit.
Likewise.
So he turns around and he walks back towards the bar kitchen area, and then he whips his head back around, and he's kind of got hair about down to his shoulders, kind of. You can't tell if it's dirty blonde or if it's just blonde and dirty because he hasn't showered. he looks over at Zanari.
Hey, bird! Are you okay with eggs? I don't want to offend you.
I am not a bird.
Oh, could have fooled me. You look like a bird. Birds got feathers. Are you a dinosaur?
What is a dinosaur?
The flying lizard.
Man, you seem to be confusing a dinosaur, whatever that may be, with a dragon.
Eh. Old dinosaur dragon game you play. All right, well, I'll get you 2 eggs too.
And he points at you like that, kind of like 3D style.
I look at Caliban and Monty is just. Do you guys think he just hit the sauce first thing in the morning?
I think
I
he
think
got
he
hit
hit
in the
much
head
more than
first
that.
thing in the morning.
I think he hit much more than that.
He does seem a bit off.
Well, I think that's his par for the course for almost everyone we've met. They all seem very unique in their own way, but all a bit off.
Tell you what,
I should have a normal person.
I slept
Hey,
pretty hard last night. I don't know if it was the celebrating or what, but I feel like I've been asleep for weeks, almost 4-6 weeks almost. I can hardly remember what we did the night before.
I mean, I don't think we were really celebrating. All we did was a small job for the miners.
Well, you got to celebrate the small victories, you know.
So just how we ended the last session was because Travis, you needed to get out, you needed to get going. We just kind of like fast forwarded to Bomberman Jack's. You got to the inn, and I said, whatever it is that you guys wanted to do that evening, however you wanted to end it, that's what you did.
So anybody watching, it's Travis's fault that things are the way they are right now.
Yep, my fault.
No, that wasn't the point of that part of the comment.
It was a core takeaway. Oh, well, what should we do today, fellas?
Caliban, did you have a vision of other ruins when you saw that tattoo?
I don't think I did.
Did you- thought there was something about other ruins.
I
That
do remember there saying something about the other ruins. I don't remember if I saw the vision solely or if that was a shared vision.
it was between the two of you because Monty could kind of read it, and you kind of remembered what it was from your
Yeah,
brother.
no, I remember that stuff about the tattoo, but I think that's related to something else. I don't know if that's about the ruins. I remember we did see some. DM,
Yeah.
could
So
you chime in here and
yeah. So
remind us
so
what we know?
so it wasn't a vision. The dude, the spider turned into a human, and there was a tattoo on his wrist that said this Nakyat
Yeah,
Faroon.
altered
Uh,
paths.
yeah, right. You recognize the tattoo. You didn't understand what it said, but you recognize it from your past. And then you used Travis and the whole Monty's kind of
Well, I use
ba-
Monty. Yeah.
Monty's background in order to actually translate what that means. And it wasn't a vision. You just know based off your kind of shared collaborative history, uh, kind of what this means for you. And for you, John, it was Caliban. You know that this was a follower of this wizard school from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
past. Yeah.
yeah. No, I remember all that.
Okay.
But
Did he
uh,
attend Hogwarts?
Kevin was mentioning something about us seeing a vision of other runes, and I don't remember that.
I don't quite recall. I don't recall having said anything like that.
Okay.
Uh,
I could be. I'm probably completely fabricating the memory.
You're still waking up. It's fine. Ah,
That that, that, was, that was that was Kevin speaking, not.
what do you fellas make of that ruin that we just went through yesterday? Seems seems mighty suspicious that the stones that we found sort of interacted with the ruins like that.
Well, seeing as the one that lit up yesterday was blue, much like your stone, I think it would be safe to assume that there is potentially two other ruins, one white and one black.
Well, that is a possibility, but who knows where those other runes are?
Yeah, the other thing was the symbol that we kept seeing around that place, the three shards. I'm wondering if that represents the three stones that we have.
Well, there seems to be some numerology here. 3 stones, 3 shards, 3 potential runes, 3 amigos.
Yeah. How are those
Uh,
eggs?
All of us, three sheets to the wind.
Well, considering the dream that I had, and I think Zanari, you mentioned having it too when we found these stones. I'm wondering if we need to seek out these other temples to, I don't know, make sure that whatever we saw doesn't actually come to pass.
But do we know that what we did in these runes had anything to do with that?
And Monty, be honest, you just want to go adventuring.
I mean,
Well,
I
you're
like
an
ruins.
archaeologist.
I like ruins. I'm not gonna lie about it, but there's evil out there, and
You're more knowledgeable than us about these things.
yeah, I love a good mystery. I'd really love to know what these other ruins might hold and what it could mean for this area.
Well, there's a lot I would like to know.
Like what?
Lots of things. Anyways,
you are
where's the
you are
breakfast?
a cryptic son of a bitch, aren't you?
Hey, here's your eggs. And here's your water. No coffee.
and he emphasizes the quotes. Coffee.
All right.
All right. If you need anything else, go ahead and shoot us a holler.
What's the
And then he scampers back to his.
what's the
Thank you,
approximate
Von.
temperature of the water that he brought me?
It is about. I mean, it feels lukewarm. It doesn't.
Okay.
He walks off. So if he's walking off, if anybody's trying to get his attention, he's gone. He's gone.
No. I dig into these eggs.
Didn't Dag say that his boss might know something about runes?
Hmm. He did mention it. You're right.
Well, perhaps he's the one we should talk to see if there might be anything else that he might know.
Where? I kind of survey the area to see if there's anybody else around within the Bomberman Jacks.
You, just doing a brief scan of the room. There are a various array of folks, men and women, who look to be in their morning's finest. Also eating eggs and not drinking coffee. They're blondes, brunettes, fat, skinny, um, hairy, hairless people.
Do I see Dag?
You don't see Dag. You might see something that isn't supposed to be seen yet, but
Any other goblins?
Yeah,
Uh,
felt like you were leading up to the first course to spill the wine.
pretend
Dag, yo.
pretend
There
you
were
don't
big ones, tall ones.
pretend you don't see
Any other goblins?
anything. No. For right now, there's nothing.
What's
Uh,
the racial makeup?
It there's no birds. I could say that. What is the Arakoa? That's right. There are no Arakoa. There's a couple dwarves milling about kind of on this up at this table here. Um, there's like an elf just sitting on this couch.
He's
here.
not on like a shelf.
And that is tonight's session. Uh,
What's the opposite of getting inspiration?
Is anyone paying attention to us?
do a perception.
5.
You can't tell if anybody's paying attention
Yeah,
to you or not.
I'm just too involved in my eggs.
Yeah. But you feel like people are watching you, but that could just be your paranoia.
Well,
Probably is.
I suppose after we finish these fine eggs and lukewarm water, we could head out and see if we could track down, Dag's employer, and maybe, get a feel for the town, see if anybody knows anything worth knowing.
Indeed. I don't s-
Well said.
So just as a real quick aside, this is something not for everybody, but you notice that Caliban kind
Who
of
notices? I notice.
Yeah, who's
yeah,
you?
the two of you, Zanari and
Monty.
Yeah,
That's me.
damn.
Monty.
You notice that Caliban, like, just kind of slightly shifts. Like his he just looks a little bit, just like something just like kind of poked him a little bit. And I'm gonna send something to him specifically.
Everything all right? The eggs all right? You seem a little dodgy.
Did you
Um,
catch something during our partying last night?
You guys can read that, can't you?
Oh,
Read.
Sorry.
Oh, I will avert my eyes,
Thanks.
Yeah,
even though the stream can see it.
I won't look at it.
All right.
Yeah,
Good.
don't
The-
read the stream either, huh?
Yeah, that was supposed to be just for John. For some reason, I like whispered to John, and then it like
cool.
whatever.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Just nobody read it.
Just nobody read it. Yeah.
God, it's one of those things I can't
You can't unsee it. There we go.
Well, I
Now
haven't
I
seen it.
just sent him something directly to him that nobody else can see. It's basically the same thing, but only he can see it now.
Can you delete your response? Or
I don't think you.
your
I don't
chat?
think you can.
I don't think you can either.
I
It's fine.
don't think that there's
it's
a
fine.
It's
deleted
alright.
comments in roll
You
chat.
g- you
It's
guys.
all right.
You guys
It's
pretend
all
that
right.
I'm
you.
not
It's
looking
not
at.
a
I'm
big
not
deal.
looking at it.
Looking at what?
Caliban, are you okay?
Anyway, so you
We need to-
guys
we need to roll initiative or something to fill up that bar.
ju- just based off of um your passive perception, you notice that something affects him, like he got like a pinpricked, but that's all you really notice. You don't know what happened to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a little
Fleas? Do you have fleas?
That's not.
Oh, sorry. No, I am fine. Just as I just received a message. That is all.
message.
Oh. What does it say?
Well, it is not that important, but I may need to. I may have a letter for me in Gender's Crossing from someone back home.
Oh, back in Gender's Crossing. Wait, is that where we're at? Where are we right now?
We're in Cargo,
Clargo,
Clargo.
that's right.
Monty.
Sorry.
I thought it was Jundar.
If only I could find some coffee. Maybe I'll go find some coffee.
Did somebody say coffee? This isn't a coffee bar.
Shut up, man!
Uh,
I finished my eggs. They were mighty
coffee,
tasty.
Coffee is quite the delicacy here. With the
A tea would work as well. I just
Luxury.
need something to start the old engines, you know.
well, tea is even rare.
So wait, are we going back to Jundar's Crossing?
Well, it is not as critical that we do it right away. It's just I have a letter there for me, and at some point I will desire to go back and pick it up.
hey,
But it is a personal matter, and I do not need to involve you in it.
All
right. But by the way, I'll send John just a side message. But as this happens, as this is going on, you notice your old friend Dag walking in.
Dag, yo!
Is he alone?
Yeah, he's alone.
He doesn't have his crew with him.
It's not rolling deep with
No,
an
he's-
entourage.
No, it's just him walking up. He enters the room and he just kind of like pans around, s- looking for somebody. You assume it's you at this point in time, and then his eyes catch the vibrant plume that is Zanari, and he starts walking over your direction.
I ruffle some of my head feathers. Like almost raise them up like a cockatoo.
Gentlemen, there you are. Good morning to you. I think. that's how
Morning,
Dag sounded.
Dag.
Greetings, Dag.
How was your nap here? Sorry, your sleep here at Bomberman Jack's.
It's not the best night's rest I've had, but I am feeling better. We were actually just talking about you, Dag.
Oh, is that right? What were you saying? Nothing but good things, I imagine.
Of course. Yeah, we were discussing your employer. You mentioned yesterday that he might know a thing or two about these ruins that we just went through. Your employer happen to be working today?
Yes, that's actually why I'm here. Old Smitty Pepperton, by the way, editor's note, mentioned Smitty last session, but just to refill you in, Smitty is the co-owner of Pepperton Mine & Co. So, and he is in Clargo.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm here to take you to Smitty first thing this morning. Once you you are ready.
Well, unless you know a good place here in Clargo to get, I don't know, coffee or tea, I'm
Or
pretty much
something
ready to
to
go.
pick you up in the morning.
Oh well, they don't serve any coffee or tea here. I'm not sure if man told you, but they do have other things.
Well, what's
You're starting to sound a lot like man.
No.
what's a person that comes to Bomberman's in the morning like to drink?
Cocaine.
Didn't realize it was that kind of a party. I think I'm
In this-
okay. Think I'll be all right. I'll just drink this water. Thank you.
In this world, cocaine is
I raise
normal.
my hand. I raise my hand and you go, "Oh man," and then just bump my nose.
Point of order, beak.
It's still a nose.
It's a bird
my-
form of
My
nose.
fucking avatar is Toucan Sam, and what does he say? He doesn't say "follow my beak." He says
No.
"follow my nose."
No, he says follow your
Well,
nose.
your nose.
What?
Because he
No,
because he
yeah.
knows that he has a beak and not a nose.
Shut up, corrected me, asshole. It's still a nose. They got nostrils. It's a nose.
Man
Not for
man's-
long with your behavior.
man sees your beak bumping motion and he brings you a mirror with a couple of lines.
I just do a line, and then offer the other two to my compatriots. How do I feel?
I mean, you feel normal. This is a normal thing in this universe is just bumps of cocaine instead of coffee. You know, it's just an everyday occurrence. You know, it's as regular as coffee is to us
Oh, all right.
I mean,
or Wall Street.
Of course.
pretty sure on Wall Street they're doing mixing cocaine into their coffee instead of sugar.
True, and codeine. I don't know why they do that. Okay, all right. Enough of this drug stuff. All right. Would you
Pepperton
like any-
Mining Company, eh?
Yes. So, Smitty is actually not in the office right now. He's actually at the mayor's house, and they'd both like to see you.
You
Why would
folks
they
ready to
both
go?
like to see us?
Why would they both like? Well, I'm just the operations manager. I don't ask them too deep of questions about why they want things.
What
No,
kind of what kind of person is the mayor? Dag.
Oh, I'm not. I don't know the mayor too well. More of an acquaintance. I've seen him at a cocktail party once or twice.
Do you go to many cocktail parties, Dag?
Well, once or twice. Well,
Is that
the once or twice I've went, I saw him.
Calargo does not look like the place.
The mayor is
to
always
have a
there,
bunch of
though.
Cocktail parties.
Well, Clago's gotten it's expanded a lot in the time that I've known of it. It seems to
What's
be
brought so many people
booming.
here? Why is it such a booming town?
Oh, the
Is it the cocaine industry?
see, this is it's kind of a crossroads, and so the drugs come from the north, and they get distributed to the east and west. It's kind of like we like to call it Oklahoma City.
This is one hell of a universe.
The meta.
Okay.
Well, I'm ready to get out of Bomberman. So whenever you guys are ready, I'm ready to see a little bit more of this town.
Goodbye, man. Enjoy your heroin to go to sleep tonight.
Hell yeah! Heroin.
Does
We don't do
man
that.
charge us for the eggs or anything?
Nah, man likes
Nah,
you.
man. Nah, man.
I put it on my card.
Like Like you just set the eggs on top of it?
No, no. When we got the room, I
No,
gave him my credit card, and
yeah,
then
that's right, because
all
you
the
got the
meals just get comped.
Right, and I'm curious what a credit card is in this universe.
you had the rewards points.
Well, this is
Remember
a
with-
different universe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is this a
because
network?
Custom.
Like, is this? Does this?
yeah, because Bomberman
Do you have,
Jacks is part
do you
of
have
like,
status at Bomberman's?
yeah, it's part of like Hilton Rewards.
You're going on
you
so many
guys don't-
horrible tangents.
You guys
Okay,
don't
okay.
have a Bomberman's card?
When you guys checked in, they not man, but the concierge told you that breakfast is free with a room. And since Dag and Pepperton Mine and Co. they covered your rooms, then the breakfast
Yeah.
is free.
Well, I mean,
I
that just
didn't
makes sense.
realize this was a fancy enough establishment to have a concierge.
Well, this is a chain. There's Bomberman Jacks in every city.
Yeah, like Bomberman Houston's. All right.
Is
It's
this
canon
much
now.
like the,
It's in my
much
notes.
like the Hard Rock?
I mean, didn't you see the billboard when we were coming into town? Free breakfast at Bomberman Jacks.
Two blocks on the right.
Next exit.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah.
All right,
Let's
you
turn
lead the
around,
way,
Brandon.
Dag. I'm following.
Are you gentlemen ready to go?
I
Let's-
think so. These eggs are terrible. But it's-
Yes. Let's be on our way.
All right. So he turns and he's like, "All right, follow me. If there's anything else you want to see, or if you need to get any supplies, let me know."
there's much I want to see.
I can fly around and scope things out.
I don't mean see like that. And then like he like touches his butt. That's not canon. Okay. Anyways, whatever. Follow me, and then he leads you out of the bar.
All right.
This door.
I sit down and continue to eat my eggs.
All right. Good.
I follow Dag.
No, I followed Ag as well.
And I fly around. I follow Dag.
All right,
This
creating
is a no-fly area because it's near the airport.
I don't know why I laughed though. That's
You'll get sucked into a jet engine if you fall.
that's so dumb. I hate you. You got sucked into a broom, a witch's broom. Okay.
Are we just walking with Dag?
Yeah.
As I
Walk
walk
it.
through the town, sort of what sort of a cityscape am I picking up on here?
Y- I'm gonna say this, but it's relative. You seem to be in kind of a modern cityscape.
Oh.
In as far as medieval goes, right? Like, obviously, there's no LCD screen lining the wall. It's not.
Right.
It's not Las Vegas.
It's not like a peasant town of sticks and lean-tos.
No,
Or-
it's not Minority Report, but it's also not Junder's Crossing, right? There's not any broken windows,
okay. That's a good point.
John. I know that's what you're gonna ask.
Are there any people trying to hand cards out with pornography on them?
Kind of like slapping them.
Yeah.
You do see a goblin like flicking a card.
I sort of walk on the other side of the street.
Yeah, I don't
as
make
to
eye
avoid 'em.
contact with the goblin and just kind of walk past him.
Yeah.
And just kind of hope that he leaves me alone.
But I do notice at the intersections where they're just sort of littering the ground, and I just sort of shake my head and think,
Yeah.
Is
Sad.
the
It's sad.
town
It's
is the
sad.
town decorated or anything like there's an upcoming holiday?
No, it's not holiday season here in this city, based off of what you can tell on the corners.
I watch
Uh,
as some
same.
kid picks up one of those cards and asks their parents about it.
As you overhear the kid asking about the card and saying, "Mommy, why do trolls have 3 boobs?" And that's that you hear the mom go, "Ah, fucking your dad.
Why?
Why did he make us come here?" I don't know why you hear that, but it's flavor. It's flavor.
Is this like people that go to visit the red light district in Amsterdam just to see it? Take their kids with them.
This is so this is why this session will last 3 hours. Is because we've been talking about
Well, I mean, I thought
RPing
you
kids.
factored this kind of conversation in.
No.
Always have an hour
I've got
set aside
I've
for
got
BS.
I've got 6 hours of session left.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Let's get through it then. Come
okay,
on, chop chop. Lead the way,
and so
Dag.
you solve the mystery of the ruins.
Okay.
Good job, guys.
Dag,
Cliffhanger.
All right, all right.
Dag.
All right. You guys are walking through. You see these cards on the floor. That doesn't really matter, but you do notice that there's X's across the three titties. And you keep walking through. You walk past a building. There's a sign that's hanging down. It says Zilda's General Store. Uh, you keep following Dag, and eventually you get to um, you start to see in the distance, walking up to it, kind of what looks to be um, a a large building that's separated from the majority of town. Like you kind of walk through like the town square, and this building seems to be on its own with kind of higher walls, um, and an entryway seems to be uniquely placed, uh, and separated from the rest of the town. And Dag leads you up to the front doors, and into the front door, and he says, "This is the mayor's house." And let me change the map for you. He walks you into the door, and in the right in the entryway, as you're walking in, you're walking this red carpet. There's art along the walls, some tapestries and some pottery, kind of lining the floor there. And then directly in front of you, there's oops, I picked the wrong thing. There's just a giant painting in behind a gentleman, and that gentleman is let me double click. Uh, he he has kind of like, it doesn't look like this, but he's kind of a um, rich garb. Look at me, I'm so verbose and thesaurus oriented. He looks he looks well off. He doesn't look like a peasant. Nice pants, nice boots, and he sees you come in. And he says, "Let me find a voice. Hello." That's good enough. "Welcome, friends. I am Smitty."
Hello, Smitty.
Smitty, you seem very bland.
I am Caliban.
Can't
and
you?
This is my friend Monty and this other fellow, Zinari.
Hello. It's great. It's great to see you. It's
Oh,
great
nice,
to have.
nice to meet you, Smitty. And I kind of walk up to try and shake his hand.
Okay. He walks up and readily accepts your handshake.
Okay.
Dag's like, "Yeah, these are the men who explored the ruins for us."
Well, that is true. We did. We found your scout.
Ah, you found our scout. That's good. That's good. How is he? Is he doing all right?
He seemed to
Unfortunately,
be
not.
a little smashed.
Drinking on the job? That's the second person who's been drinking on the job. You're the one who found out about the other guy, weren't you?
Sir, you misunderstand. He was crushed by rocks.
He was drinking rocks too? What the hell is going on in the?
No,
All right, we're gonna have to.
He was not having anything on the rocks. The rocks were on him.
This is a very confusing drink.
Look,
These
I don't
are
know. I don't know what man is serving down there, but if they're gonna keep, Yeah, we got to do something. He looks at Dag. Dag, we need to really yeah, hammer down on our drinking policy. Oh yeah, absolutely. But what they actually is saying is he's dead. The scout is dead.
Indeed.
Yes,
He
thank
lives
you for
no more.
clarifying.
Oh, God, Dag, why the hell didn't you tell us that earlier, man?
Caliban, are you purring?
Uh, no.
He says sheepishly.
Zanari, Monty, Caliban, look, welcome. This isn't. He looks over at the other man standing in the room. That's not Dag, and he says, "I Mayor Ponder. This is sorry. I shouldn't have stepped in. This is your house. I apologize."
No worries. That's okay. My house is your house, of course. Gentlemen, I am Mayor Ponder. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you, Mayor.
Good evening.
Uh,
Evening.
Wherever we are.
Morning.
wherever we are.
You have to forgive our bird friend. He's a bird. That should tell you all you need to know.
That's so weird about birds. I used to bird watch when I was a kid. Oh, so many years ago.
Writing that down.
And here you are.
I am not a bird.
Yeah. Well, you say bird, I say potato. It whatever doesn't offend you, just let me know. I'm at your mercy.
This is a pretty fancy place you got here, Mayor Ponder.
Well, we've done pretty well for ourselves here in Clargo over the last few years. Trades up. People are coming in and out, and they're bringing their talents and their wares and their businesses here. Been great so far.
What's the prime export that's giving you guys so much money and attention and visitors?
I at that question, I sniff just and rub one of my beak holes.
Can birds sniff?
This one can.
I'm not a
Because
bird.
Because he said beak hole.
Dag looks Dag looks up at you, sniff, knowing nod.
No. Does
Then
Dag have any cocaine like left on his nostril?
he does. He's just got
And
like
I just I kind of go like this and give him like the eyes of like, hey, clean yourself up.
it's like when your dishwasher doesn't get rid of all the soap out of the little dispenser, and it's just like a little trail of white. That's what it looks like out of Dag's nose. What was the last thing I was talking about? The chief export. Oh, shit.
Yeah, well, that's actually why we have our friend here. Oh, Smitty. Our one of the hugest things that we've had coming out of here is Pepperton's Mine and Co. helping us build up the city, and the partnership between us has really increased the folks who live in our town and our city.
Town and city. Stupid. It's redundant.
I feel like there's stuff from way back that I should be remembering right now.
No. So I'll just give you a little bit of a recap from Junder's Crossing. You remembered that you guys found Maggie. She was dead. You found the note on Maggie talking about Poncho, the mayor of Junder's Crossing. Her kind of keeping an eye on him.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah. Okay. And so then Smitty is that then says that's right. We're here. We just want to build up the community. We want to make sure that we enhance the way of life for everyone in Clargo, and really just keep up the progress that we're making in this area.
Well, no, it seems like you guys are doing a mighty fine job. I'm, I'm curious, what can we
Nothing
do to
to
help? Why?
dispute with
Why?
that. But that isn't why you brought us here, is it? To talk about the
Well,
town?
well, no, we don't just want to talk about the town. Dag said that you found stuff down in the ruins.
We
Perhaps
fought
we
a
did.
giant Spider-Man.
Well,
A giant Spider-Man.
Some
you'll have
may say he was amazing. Others would say he was incredible.
Well, you may have to forgive our bird friend. He has quite the imagination. But yes, we did fight that giant Spider-Man.
That's that's incredible.
Don't mind me. Don't mind him. He's crazy, but he's telling the truth.
How? What? What was he? What do you think that? Why do you think there was a giant Spider-Man down there?
Well, I was kind of hoping that you could find that information somewhere else. Because I don't know if we know. I don't think we do. But
Well,
I was hoping that maybe you could give us some information that might help us figure out why.
well that kind of sounds incredible. A little, to be honest, a little bit too incredible to believe. You just said your bird friend is crazy, and you're saying that. I don't.
Well, we
I
can't.
I don't. You know, just tell me what happened down there.
Well, so we went down into the ruins to find your scout, and we found him dead, killed by a trap. And then we went further down just to kind of check it out as we had agreed with Dag that we could do. And then we found some other stuff, including a giant blue stone, I believe.
A giant blue stone, and he turns to Dag. Like, what what giant blue stone is he talking about, Dag? I I don't know what giant blue stone they're talking about. We went down there. We didn't see anything like that.
Well, I
Well,
believe it
there.
broke.
I mean, and I kind of stretch out. You know, there were a few traps and couple of hidden doors that the average person may have missed, and we we had to do some next level exploring to really get to it. It's it's pretty common stuff for guys like us, but the average guy, and I look at Dag, I'm like, don't beat yourself up too much that you weren't able to find it.
Yes,
Oh,
my friend Monty is a trained archaeologist. He specializes in stuff like this.
No, you flatter me. Come on now.
well, I can tell you, I didn't go down there. What? I'm just a goblin. Your modern ways scare and frighten me.
Oh, you're too hard on yourself, Dag. You
Uh,
seem to have the respect of the people here. You get to share cocktails with the mayor. Seems like
oh,
you're well respected.
and he looks over at the mayor, and the mayor looks back at him, and you can sense that the mayor isn't really sure what you're talking about.
Well, is that not true, Mayor? I've heard that Dag and you are good friends. That you're at many cocktail parties together.
I oh I may have met him once or twice, but I'm not.
Well, it is not a big issue. I don't want to get your Dag and friend in trouble.
Yes, let's move. Let me go back to this ruins thing. We we sent a few more folks down in there last night when you guys went to Bomberman Jack's, and they didn't report anything out of the ordinary, other than a room with frogs. But there's damp. But that's
That's another story. But maybe they weren't able to find it. It is quite a maze in there.
but you said there was a blue stone.
Well, that is what we found, and then it broke. I think.
We
I think,
our
if I'm remembering correctly.
our scouts,
Been a day.
the scouts we sent down there, they found this body that you. Well, you brought the body back. Sorry, I think.
Did we bring the body out?
did
We
you
brought
bring-
the body of the scout out, but we didn't bring the body
Oh,
of
okay,
wizard
okay, cool.
apprentice.
We found this body down there, but there was nothing in that room other than nothing.
Well, the body was the body of the Spider Man that we were talking about. When he was a spider, and we, not knowing that he was a man in disguise, we had to kill it to save ourselves from it. And then once he died, he turned into a man, a very curious one.
A man. He's a man.
Yes,
It is rather
not to be
interesting.
confused with Man, the guy at the bar.
Yeah, not it's a different man. It is really interesting the things you're saying. I'm a bit puzzled by it, but I am curious. Seeing as Smitty, you run a fine mining establishment here in town. Have you found any other locations in the area that may have a similar characteristics to the ruins that we explored yesterday? Anything with similar markings or similar, architecture?
Well, I can tell you. First thing, I appreciate you guys going down there, doing what you did, exploring the ruins, life and limb,
question.
and all. all just hold on,
Roll
hold
initiative.
hold your.
I haven't
fucking-
had my coffee. Mayor, do you have coffee? Tea, perhaps?
I do have coffee. 7.
And I pump my fist like, yes.
And actually a servant walks in and brings you coffee.
Coffee in a place like this. It seems like quite a luxury. Mayor Ponder.
good.
or- it would
Good
be,
context.
it would be Mayor, right?
Yeah, good context clues, John.
Yeah.
Oh yes, well, we keep a extra supply of coffee, just for special visitors like you.
I kind of lean over to Zanari and I kind of whisper, "You gotta follow the coffee." And then I kind of do one of these numbers.
Do I notice them do that?
You notice Monty.
I don't hide
lean
it
over to-
that. I don't hide it that well.
You notice him lean over to Zanari, and you notice Zanari not react in any way, shape, or
Yeah.
form.
You Mayor.
I lean into him as he's doing the whole you got to think about it thing, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Do Smitty Pepperton and Mayor Ponder look over? Like, how do they react to such mischievousness under their own roof?
I would you notice that they you notice one person like raise their eyebrow. You notice
Like that with their finger?
yeah like
Stood up?
you notice Smitty kind of raises his eyebrow, but you don't see any kind of reaction out of
Okay.
Mayor Ponder.
But the
but
question-
I'm gonna get to the question, but I just want to point out that as Monty leans over and goes, "Huh?" Zanari is probably like going like, "Huh?" like that. Just throwing that out there
do they
about the,
touch fingers?
no,
Huh?
like one's like the head and then one's the beak because he's snorting cocaine. You
Yeah.
fucking druggie. Okay. Moving on. Okay, so continuing on with Monty's question, Smitty says, so like I said, I appreciate what you guys did down there. We do have something that we could use you for.
not here. We don't have anything here local, but we do have something that we found potentially in Sandalville, which is on the other side of Genders Crossing. It's kind of a bit of travel, but it's westward from Genders Crossing, that we uncovered not too long ago, based off of reports from some of our scouts.
Does your mining company operate in Sandalsville as well?
Yes, well, absolutely. We're region wide. We go wherever there is business available, based off of the information we get from our scouts.
Do you operate in Jandas Crossing?
We do not operate in Genders Crossing, but that's mostly because there's not a lot there in Genders Crossing to be had.
Hmm.
I don't
Well,
disagree with you there.
tell us more about this job down in Sandalville. What sort of
Yes.
help can we provide?
Well, you guys managed to explore these ruins that we found here in Clargo. There are We started exploring some ruins over in Sandalville, and we haven't gotten very far at all in it. But if what you're saying about our scout is true, and then he glances at Dag, kind of like an angry glance, that our scout perished here in
Dagnabbit.
Clargo, then we could really use your help over in Sandalville. Maybe exploring our ruins there, and
Well,
we
you
can
guys,
offer you
you
a good
guys know
price.
I'm up for it.
But what do we get in return?
What was that? Sorry.
What do we get in return? Pepperton.
Well, what do you off? What is your price?
1,000 platinum.
My
He puts it-
mouth
it put-
just agape.
He puts his finger on his chin and says, "I'm gonna cast instant death because fuck off, bruh."
Is that
No,
canon?
is it canon that you're actually asking for 1,000
No.
plat? Oh, okay.
Sure.
Is it canon that he responded that way?
Well, I don't know you got to negotiate. You start out higher than you expect, and you just kind of work your way down.
Okay. Well, if that's
Well,
that's
okay,
fine.
1,000 platinum is too much. I'm trying to understand how profitable this sandal.
Uh,
This,
1,000
I-
platinum.
I
I
look,
I
I
counter
look
I
at
counter
the,
offer with 1 copper.
I nudge Monty, and I go, and you guys thought I was the bird brain.
Oh, we still think that. But okay. Well, so we have to travel there. That is going to take us some time. That is, we are very busy and we have things that we are ourselves concerned about. But the ruins are of interest to us, so I guess we would probably want to check them out anyways. But it's still costly, and they're putting our lives at risk for the glory of the Pepperton Mining Company or whatever it is that you call yourselves.
You 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 I I hate to interrupt you in the middle of your proposition, but you guys would be interested in the ruins anyways. Why is that?
Because my friend, as I told you, is an archaeologist, and
And I
here,
bow slightly as he says it for a second.
he is here to look at archaeology things. As all
You're
archaeology.
the archaeologist.
Yes,
Oh.
tis my trade.
The
Oh,
world famous archaeologist,
That's-
Monty.
Monty James.
well, Pepperton Mine & Co. would love to have you help out, and we would love to bring you onto the team. And let's say, what how does a 50 gold each sound for you?
That sounds like nothing to the Smitty Pepperton Mining Company. How
Well,
much do these runes matter to you? You seem to have sent people down into them. at great risk. I'm sure,
Well, we haven't sent them very far. They
because they might die if you send them any further.
well,
I somewhat interrupt Caliban, and I look over at Smitty, and I'm like, listen, Smitty. Here's the thing: is that that ruin we just went through. I mean, there's some nasty stuff down there. I mean, the spiders, they're a mess, but between the traps and the different things we had to navigate, I mean, we're putting our lives at risk, right? And we want to help you, we really do. But frankly, the danger could be pretty significant down there, and if we got to make sure that we're taken care of if we're gonna stick our necks out to help you guys. You understand what I'm saying?
uh absolutely. I understand what you're saying, and I I I want you to help, and I don't want to make this a issue for you. I want to make this as enticing as it could be for you. Uh, I threw out 50 gold. How how about 75? 75 gold each. Help us explore these ruins. Help us find out what we can glean from
All
them.
right. Well, yeah.
Do
I
we
mean,
get to keep anything that we find during our exploration?
He looks up into the sky. His eyes look up as in thought, and looks back directly at you and says, "Yeah, that's fine. That works."
all right. All right. And one last thing. I mean, it's a little thing, really, and I mean we're helping each other out now. We got a relationship kind of going on.
Yeah, that's
But
fine.
the first time we came up to one of your ruins, your guards, your workers, sort of, they gave us a bit of a hard time. If you could put the word out to the rest of your crews to, maybe give us a little bit of space and not give us a hard time when we show up and threaten our lives or anything like that. I'd appreciate it.
Well, that's not a problem at all.
Yes, well, yeah, I
Pro-
assume you would give us something in writing to show that we're working on behalf of the Smithy Pepperton and Friends Mining Company, right?
Yeah, no, that won't be an issue. Yeah, we'll have Dag do that.
And friends, did you add a title? Are you been trying to become partner?
We'll have Dag get that set up for you. Um, yeah, I'm sure it won't be an issue. It's not going to be an issue like it was as Dag mentioned before. And just so we're clear with each other, you guys just kind of showed up out of nowhere to our minds, and that's what that whole misunderstanding was about. I say misunderstanding, but technically it's a misunderstanding on your part because you were trespassing. But
Well, we had a guide that brought us there, telling us that it was a cave. He didn't.
and Graw has been taken care of accordingly.
Well, all right.
What-
And I sip the coffee.
uh, the mayor kind of cuts in.
Uh, just go ahead. You know, well,
Uh, what's his face?
Smitty will have Dag get that paperwork for you. Feel free to, just hang out. Uh, Smitty and I were going to talk in the office for just a few minutes. We have some not warrants, some permit discussions that we need to take care of. But you're more than welcome to relax. We have we have a servant or two here if you need anything more. And
Just one quick question before you go, Mayor. And
Yes.
again, appreciate the hospitality.
absolutely.
We we ran into a young lady on our travels here towards your beautiful town by the name of Maggie, and she said she was looking for some help. You don't happen to know a Maggie, do you?
Maggie. I've known Maggies in my life, but what does she look like?
Mm, it feels like it's been so long I could hardly remember. She's a young woman.
She had red hair.
I believe, yeah, striking red hair. That's what stands out.
Hmm.
Can I do an insight check to see if I notice him reacting when he hears that name?
Yeah, go ahead.
23.
Ooh, that's a
Yeah.
23, baby.
Yeah, you notice him reacting differently than he's been this entire kind of conversation.
Is there a single drop of sweat dripping from his forehead?
It's got like that the anime like oh uh y- you notice that he reacts in a slightly different kind of enhanced manner than he's been throughout the conversation
Okay.
to Maggie's name.
Oh, redhead Maggie. Hmm. No, doesn't ring any shingles.
I don't know. I don't want to do a cliche, so I just said shingles instead of bells. Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what shingles sound like.
Shingles, 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 shingles.
Does he have shingles?
Do an investigate. No, it doesn't.
Well, if you don't know her, then I'm sure it's nothing. It just popped into my head. You seem to know a thing or two about this town, being the one in charge. So I thought I'd ask.
Oh yeah. So sorry I couldn't help you with this. Mary, you said?
Oh, it was Maggie. Yeah, I distinctly remember her name being Maggie. That's for sure.
Ah,
Hope she's all right. Hope she's all right. She seemed pretty
Um,
distraught.
I I get my accent. I'm not threatening him. I just say, if we find the guy that hurt her, I don't know what will happen to him. And I just watch him to see how he reacts when I say that.
I don't know what'll happen.
Cowman acts confused.
do, do, do a. I mean, do an intimidation.
11.
Um, you get a slight reaction out of him. He kind of steps back. He goes,
yeah. Whoever this Margaret person is, and who, if anything happened to her, certainly I hope something happens to the people or animals who do anything to her. People or animals.
or both. Ha! Look at that. Look, that's.
It stood out to me.
Oh no, Travis got all fuzzy all of a sudden.
BRB.
All right.
Maybe you should just be quiet for a second, Monty, while we.
Okay, so
Here's
The money.
here's a side note in D&D. You know,
Mic
there's
check.
never any There's barely any ever bathrooms. You know,
Mic check.
why aren't there any bathrooms?
I've been going to the bathroom in my pants the entire time.
A catheter, a D&D catheter, a plus.
Well, I mean, if we have, we got all sorts of crazy inventions in this world. Nobody goes to the bathroom. They all just use their magical diapers.
So I've seen other DMs play it off as you don't need to role play things that are just basic.
Oh,
Like
so
like picking up arrows and spears and stuff. Like
the chai lattes and
yeah.
Coffee. You don't have to ask everyone for coffee.
yeah,
Can you guys hear me?
basic shit. Get it? Okay.
All right. I'm
I'm waiting
gonna
for Travis to
refresh
come back.
them.
He's
so
not-
No,
you're
I,
back in just a sec.
I piss in my pants on.
Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now?
we'll hook you up with another gold while you're there, and then once the job is done, uh, we'll pay for room and board per diem, all that stuff to get
Right.
you all the way back.
And
And
will there be any supplies given? I mean, could be a dangerous operation. We need ropes. We need ball bearings. We
got it.
need hooks and
Hear you,
ladders.
Travis.
Monty, what are you checking?
I
Well,
was checking if you could hear my microphone, because
Wh-
I had to refresh and you guys weren't responding to me.
what types of supplies are you? Well, I mean, what supplies you need? We'll see what we can provide you.
Well,
So my band got all small, but that's fine.
let's see. What could we use?
You
Oh,
have 5 seconds. If you don't
Oh.
tell, if you don't tell me what you need in 5 seconds.
Mm, We need
All right, where are we at? What I missed?
everything you've got.
Caliban is negotiating travel costs and per diem.
And also,
Per diem. Okay.
we do get some money for incidentals, right?
Yeah, but you have to do a voucher at the very end.
And what about if we take an Uber?
Ensure you do your travel claim within 5 days.
You have to use the DTS, the DnD travel system.
The dragon
But
trespassing supply.
let's stop wasting time. If we
Okay.
are going to be setting out today, we better do it before it gets too late.
Yeah, let's not waste any more daylight. Let's get on out of here.
Goodbye, Mayor Ponder.
Oh well, that's fine. Feel free. Yeah, you don't have to leave. You can look around. My house is open to you guys. So
Oh, that is fine. We
I'm
should-
sure Monty is
I-
going to ponder what happened to Maggie.
Unless
Before we go, you mind if I use your restroom?
no, I don't mind at all.
I
It
don't
is
just shit in your magic underpants like all the rest of us. Is that only us? Is that only me?
He's got a pouch that can find the nearest alcohol, and
Uh,
magical underpants that makes his shit disappear.
I did not know you were Mormon.
that is where I am from. That is what we do.
Dag. It was. That's what you said your name was.
Yes, that's my name. Yeah. Hey, Dag. You, me, Mayor. Let's go talk in the other room. Gentlemen, we'll be back in just a couple minutes. If you just want to hang out, we'll talk more about this and we'll get you some more information. But
And the
yeah, just-
restroom is which way?
up and upstairs and to the left.
Back and to the left.
This is, by the way, this is where the stairs.
Is there like guards or servants or anything like that besides these like Dag and the two others?
Yeah, I could pull.
Well, I mean, I just like
Yeah,
are we
there's
alone?
there's two more kind of servants that are wandering about.
Okay,
All right. I start to walk upstairs.
is that where the bathroom is?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
put two servants. Ponder.
I
Dag.
go sit on the couch or on the chair.
Oh, so that's where Ponder and Dag and
Oh.
them are
Oh,
going.
then I don't go that way.
By the way, Kevin. So Travis, you're going upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, Zanari, as soon as Smitty walks away, this painting on the wall, you actually you notice, you recognize it slightly.
I go closer and check it out some more.
Okay. Do roll an investigation.
Am I rolling with advantage since I recognized it slightly?
That's fine. That
Didn't
is
help.
God, dude. You. let me just.
I
I
haven't
decide.
I have a -1 to investigation. I mean, that was horrible no matter what. But I have a -1 to investigation.
Okay. Roll.
You're a -1.
Just roll just a regular perception for me.
But
No, it's fine.
17.
3 rolls?
No, it well,
That
it's
was
not.
2 rolls.
It's 2 rolls.
Well, 3 dice.
All right. So you initially notice the painting, and as you get closer with your 17, you recognize that as a painting that your mentor has painted, that you've seen your mentor painting before. And going back, you have as close to picture perfect memory as you can get, feasibly and realistically. Um, and then with your investigation with your 6, you look at it and you start to be like, what is this is it, like, is this the painting? That's the kind of question that you start to ask yourself.
Okay.
This is it. Ooh, up.
Um, while he's doing that, can I discreetly, without being too obvious, listen at the door to see if I can glean what the 3 of
It's
those people might be
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah. So those doors are closed. You're right. Just a picture of those doors are closed.
Yeah,
Uh,
but I mean, I want to kind of like put my ear to them
yeah,
discreetly.
that's fine. Do
Is this a sorry to interrupt. Is this like a fireplace that goes through both ways?
I don't know what that's supposed to be. I'm just
It
saying
looks
that's
like
like
it
a
is.
it's like a yeah, okay. That's fine. Thanks, Travis. It doesn't matter what it is, but that's like basically a solid wall.
Okay.
So
We
um
can't just climb through the fire and out the other end.
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of like listening through an open
No, I get that,
hole,
but
but if it's a solid wall,
yeah, just imagine there's just brick that's separate a firewall between the two.
Are there any other rooms upstairs other than the bathroom?
Well, so
there's just a back.
I will
Okay.
get to you. I will get to you in a minute, Travis.
I'll wait patiently and eat popcorn.
So John puts his ear up against the door,
Discreetly.
and just discreetly, and do me a favor and roll a. I guess. Oh, what was that? I, that'd probably be perception, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure. 9.
All right. You hear this. This is what you hear, John. Permits, digging, money. All right. I
hear
banged this chick last night. Herpes.
Do I hear my name at all? Or
John.
do I hear Meg? No, not my name, but do I hear the name Maggie or that
You, you
bitch?
you don't hear the name of the man. You don't hear the name Maggie. No.
Okay. I kind of step away from the door and I just kind of take a look around. Is there anything interesting?
Uh, other than this main hallway, you see Zanari kind of examining the painting up in the front there. You saw Monty go upstairs. There's kind of an open uh, doorway here that you're kind of already kind of sneaking towards, which heads to open closed door there, and then a closed door to the north.
Okay. I kind of. Is there anyone in this room besides me and Tsunari?
No, currently not,
Okay.
because
I
Monty's
kind of
upstairs.
discreetly just kind of casually walk into this other area.
Okay.
And I take a look at the door and I put my ear up to see if I can hear if there's anyone on the other side.
Okay. Just do a real quick perception.
14.
All right. You don't hear anything. There's silence in there. The only thing you can hear is out of your free ear. Uh, you can hear it mumbles from the other room. Still from Dag, Smitty, and Ponder.
Oh, all the way from over there. Okay, well, I try to open this door.
Which door? Sorry.
The one in front of me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it opens freely.
Okay. Is there anything in here? I walk in and I close the door behind me carefully.
Okay.
Screen
Um,
brightness.
you, uh, all you see is just you see four chairs around what looks to be just a l- a mini kind of presentation area. There's a podium on there. Uh, from what you can ascertain, it seems to be maybe just a place to have miniature town halls or
Okay.
mayor meetings.
Okay. I go check out the door to north, and again, kind of
Open
listen
mic
to
night, maybe.
Which way? You said north.
to the north. Yeah. I kind of listen to the door.
Okay. You don't hear anything.
And I open it then.
Okay. And you open it up. What you see is some bookshelves. It looks like a study, and as you walk in, you don't necessarily see any kind of titles on the books on the shelves whatsoever. But you do notice those two large bookshelves, and a single paper sitting on the table, and then uh, to the southwest corner, you see kind of like fake potted plants, a Zen garden on the shelf.
I look at the piece of paper. Is there anything written on it?
All right. You you look at the um
It's good
you look at the
popcorn,
piece
guys.
you look at the piece of paper, John, and I will put this in your journal, and then it's your decision to tell your friends and family about what it says.
Of course.
But it is a letter from Mayor to Mayor Ponder from another individual about uh, congratulations.
So did you put? Was there two letters?
Um,
Oh no,
no,
I see. No, I see what.
it's a
I had looked at the wrong
yeah.
one.
I gave you all a note to Maggie.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Okay.
let you all see that.
Okay.
It's a different one.
I see.
Okay. So Kevin, while John's looking at the attachment I gave him, uh, is there anything that you wanted differently? I'll get to you, Travis. I promise.
I'm
Popcorn's great.
searching for popcorn's ready. I'm searching for any kind of signature or telltale signs to see if it was from my mentor Gus, who taught me everything I know about painting.
All right. In investigation it.
9.
Okay. Terrible rolls. Terrible rolls. As
Again, negative in investigation.
well,
Negative
yeah.
one. That's not like you're rolling with shaved dice or something.
Well, I mean, it's so here's what doesn't make sense to me is rolling an investigation if it's something that you're supposed to be intimately familiar with.
But
Uh,
you're looking for something,
ro-
aren't you?
roll- rolling, well, I'm just
Yeah, yeah, just roll with it, Kevin. I promise it'll work out for you.
okay.
Yeah. Uh so just trust me. You so you look at it, you're looking for any kind of signature that you recognize of Gus, and you recognize Gus's signature, and maybe we'll make that up someday. Um and you don't see any signatures that would identify this as Gus's art. But you do know that this is Gus's art.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. Um. Okay. I just think to myself like, huh, this is one of Gus's works. I guess he wasn't a complete failure after all.
All right. Good. You got you got kind of got what I wanted out of it. All right. So Travis, you we'll switch over to you.
What?
Oh,
Sorry. What
oh,
is it a
okay.
painting of?
That's
Yeah.
um, it's
Gus,
it's
naked.
It's the first dick pic. It's just a giant 6 by 4 foot painting of his dick.
Oh yeah.
you.
And it's hanging in the foyer of the mayor's house.
He's got an interesting
Well,
taste in art.
Welcome to the mayor's office. You're fucked.
It's a painting of in the foreground there's kind of lush green bushes with red bloomed flowers on top, and in the back, directly behind that, there are three uh sorry, not three, there are a collection of five stones, just large stones that kind of you've been to Red Rocks, or not Red Rocks, Garden of the Gods.
Yeah.
So kind of like, imagine kind of like some of those rocks that just kind of jutting into the air.
Okay.
Like Frozen 2?
What?
Oh,
You can't.
sorry. Just me.
That
Sorry.
that reference is too soon, man.
Oh,
Get out of here, Disney.
They're more Baby Yoda stones.
oh, all right. The child. All right.
Oh, spoilers.
Um, all right. So moving on to Travis. Travis, you go upstairs. The first thing you see as you go upstairs, and this is on a different map, so that's why I'm not actually showing
No
you.
worries.
The first thing you see is to the right. Um, oh my God, I had that right. To the right, you see a fireplace at the edge of the wall, and you see two couches that are kind of angled towards it. To the left, uh, well, directly in front of you, there's the door to a room that you don't know. There's another door directly to that left, and then a hallway that leads down to looks to be another kind of room area.
So I'm in a
that's
room with
straight.
2 couches and a fireplace. There's 3 other doors.
Yeah,
Two
it's
to
kind
the
of it's,
two to the north, and like sort of a hallway off to the.
yeah, it's kind of a more a rectangular kind of overall map.
Okay. I kind of just walk ahead of me and check the door. Try the door directly in front of me.
Okay, you check the door. It's locked.
I kind of do a quick glance around to see if anybody's up here, or if I see anybody.
You don't hear anybody, and you don't see anybody.
All right. I try the door next to the locked door.
Okay. Uh, that door opens up. You want to go ahead and go in?
Sure.
Okay. Uh, you open up the door. You see a chair that's on a desk that's kind of in the corner of the room. And then at the other end of the room, along the wall, you see just kind of a bookshelf with a small bookshelf, maybe about waist high, with just a couple kind of paperback books on it. Directly next to that, you see a chest.
I walk in and close the door behind me, and then I start to search the room, starting with that chest.
Okay. Do an investigation.
Investigation.
Yep.
21.
Okay.
That's how you
Uh,
roll investigation, Kevin.
Negative. He doesn't have a -1 though, Travis.
No, I have a
Yeah,
plus
that should be
6.
a 20.
um, you go around the room. You check. You look at the desk. You don't see anything. There's like a pen. Maybe if you want to add it to your swag bag, that's fine. Um,
I
you,
have a fine writing utensil for my spellbook.
Yep. You look at the bookshelf. You see stuff like the history of Gwargles, Part Two, um, the
I haven't finished the first one yet.
the Art of Glar, types by uh, Zen Su, shit like that. Nothing there. Um, you get to the chest and you take a look into the chest, and you find a um, an old chess piece made from glass and 3 silver pieces.
Hmm. Old chest. Which chest piece is it?
I imagine it's the knight or
Oh.
horse if you are not a chess player.
Chess piece.
Chest piece. No,
Yeah, I
not
thought
a
you said
chest.
chess piece, like
A
your
horse chest piece.
breastplate.
That is what you meant, right? A chess piece?
Yeah, a chess.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. Are there any? There's no distinctive markings other than it being a glass chess piece.
No,
Okay.
it's just an old glass chess piece.
All right. I close the chest and is the only exit to the room the one I came in? Okay.
Yeah, just when you came out of.
All right. So then I'll leave that room and head back out into the hallway and try the third door.
Okay. So as you walk out of the room,
Still,
to the-
still really looking for that bathroom, you know.
to the left is a fireplace. To the right is an extended hallway with a door. At the end, kind of toward the left, and directly across from where you just exited is another room.
Okay. I'll check the one directly across then.
Okay. You check that room. You open it up, and you see a bathtub and a toilet.
All right. I do a cursory glance around to see if there's anything of interest because I really don't need to use a bathroom.
Other than the smell, you don't notice anything
I quickly close the door
because there's
What?
plumbing evidently in this world.
and then walk down the hall to the other room.
Okay. As you enter this room, you see it's fairly empty except for a single workbench that is there.
All right. Nothing of interest on the workbench.
If you want to look at the workbench a little bit closer.
I do want to look at it closer. Then.
Oh, okay. But just for the shits and giggles of it, just do an investigation.
21.
Jeez, Kevin could learn a thing or two from that. You didn't. I mean, really, you didn't need to even do. You could have rolled a 1, and I still would have given this to you. You see a sword that is just sitting on the workbench, kind of buried, slightly buried under just some pieces of paper and crumpled wrappers, like Snickers bars. I don't know what to say. It is there.
Does the sword seem to be out of place, or does it seem like work is being done on the sword?
It looks like it is what was placed there intentionally, but no one's touched it. In maybe I don't know. They haven't messed with it recently.
All right. Are there any distinctive markings on the sword on the hilt or the handle?
You could take a look at it closer if you want.
I always do.
All right. Well, investigate that shit, bruh.
Fitting.
I wished it was a 21. You notice that it has it the hilt of it is very. It looks like it was nicely made. It's got a leather hilt, in a nice metal handguard. It seems to be a little bit better quality than most swords you've seen in, say, a the discount armor or discount weaponers.
Okay. All right. I leave it on the workbench and head back out into the hallway. Head back to that locked door, and then do one more quick look around to see if anybody's there, and then let me see spells. Do I? Let me see if this works. Can I use knock? Wait, no, is that gonna work?
Yeah. Hello, Doc. Hello, operator.
See, that's the thing. It's I want to use knock, but it's really loud. So I'm just gonna try and I don't have any lock picking stuff, so I guess I'll just go back downstairs.
Okay.
Do I have lock picking stuff?
I've
No.
discreetly and carefully, with
Yeah, I go
little
back
tippy
downstairs.
toes, walked back into the foyer.
Okay.
So we're all back kind of down in the
Okay.
in the hallway there.
Yep.
Did you have a good time relieving yourself, Monty?
I went and had a look around upstairs. Didn't find anything too suspicious. There was a locked door. I didn't want to force myself through, but
Well, I need to go use the restroom now. And
all right. Let me know if you find anything up there. And I kind of wink obnoxiously as he goes.
and I said, well, I mean, I'm just going to take a piss, man.
What
Not
happened to
make a
your
big deal
magical
out of it.
underwear?
Well, it's running out of charges. I walk up the stairs.
Okay.
And I go take a piss in the bathroom and head back down.
All right. Fantastic.
No. So when I get up there, is there still a locked door?
Well,
I
mean,
follow him up.
you don't right? Do you? So here, do you
Well,
check
I mean,
all?
I
Do you
don't.
check all
Yeah.
the same
So
rooms?
well, he told me that there was a locked room, right?
Did you, Travis?
I did. I was
Okay.
trying to make that clear.
So I look for the door that wasn't left wide open.
I closed all the doors behind me.
Well, I just quickly jiggle the handle on each of them to see if they're locked,
Okay.
discreetly and quietly, with utmost of stealth.
You find a room that is locked.
All right. I'm gonna try to use my thieves' tools to unlock it.
Okay. I was gonna look that up.
It should just be. It's basically a D20 with the Dex mod and then plus my proficiency.
Okay. So
And I think
I'll just assign a
I might
challenge to
have
it.
special. I might have expertise in it. I'm trying to remember if I do.
Okay. I assigned a number to it. You do the roll, and I will tell you if you beat it.
16.
Yeah, you beat it handedly.
Okay.
Okay.
The number was 2.
Yeah. It was a very simple lock.
I carefully, after picking the lock with little deft precision, as only someone of my abilities could, I carefully open the door and I take a peek inside.
Okay.
And it's a closet.
It's, you
It's a janitor's closet.
I mean, you're not wrong. You see a mop in one of the corners. Uh, you see a barrel. in the right hand corner of it, you see a couple crates and the very far end of the room, and yeah, you see just like a little table with
I take
with a metal tray on it.
I take a look at the table with the metal tray. Is there anything on the tray?
Yeah, you see uh kind of a rotten apple, partially rotten. It's not super rotten. It's been there probably more than a day and a half.
Has it been taken? Were there any bites taken out of it?
Yeah, there's a bite taken out of it.
What
Like
kind of,
a single bite.
based on the bite marks, what race did I say that it belonged to?
Do an insight.
Insight? Okay. 19.
Yeah. You don't. You're not a bite-matician.
It's clearly a rat.
It's
Bite petition.
a humanoid. It's a
It's humanoid?
It's a humanoid bite. It's not
Okay.
ratist.
Okay. I look at the crates. Is there anything of interest?
Investigate it.
3.
I start
You-
heading back to
You don't
Gender's
see any,
Crossing.
you don't see anything other than
All right.
a
Did
cleaning
you say
sponge.
there was anything else besides that? There's
Uh,
2 crates. The table with the tray on it. Was there what?
and like a
else?
barrel.
I just quickly glance in the barrel.
You can't glance in the barrel. It's
It's
boarded
closed?
up. It's closed.
Okay. I knock on the barrel. Is it hollow?
It doesn't. It's not hollow, but it goes. Makes
Okay.
a-
Okay. Well, this was a lot of risk for very little reward. And I walk out the door, carefully close it, and walk down the stairs. Actually, I go to the bathroom first, take a piss, and then walk back down the stairs.
Do a dexterity check.
And also, I wash my hands because I'm not an animal.
Do
So
do dexterity. All right, cool. You piss on your hands. Okay.
For a 14?
Yeah.
much like
He's not good with his hands.
I'm not a bum.
He's got a huge dick, guys.
much
Well,
much
it's a very
like
uncontrollable
Ray.
say.
It's canon. It's canon.
Much like Ray in
high
Ghostbusters
pressure.
2, I'm just stuck staring at the painting and like borderline drooling at myself. Just
How much time has
Vigo.
passed?
It's
during
Vigo.
yes, Ray was the one staring at Vigo.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm saying.
Oh,
that
okay,
it's
okay.
Vigo that he's staring at.
Yeah, it's Vigo.
It's been you spend about 20 or so 25 minutes
I head back down to the
start
foyer.
doing all of this stuff between you, Travis, and Kevin examining this painting.
What do you think, guys? Should we?
Well, they said to wait.
Gus really knew how to capture us.
I did find something very interesting, but
Smitty, what's
Hey,
what's up?
oh,
hey, guys! Thanks for waiting. Also, Ponder comes out as well, and Dag, kind of like with a notepad following behind him. Hey, so guys, thank you for waiting. Sorry it took so long. But yeah, Dag is gonna go get that stuff printed out for you, typed up, sealed with our wax seal, and he'll get a memo to each of you to make sure that our team down at Sandalville knows that you are with us, that you're working with us, and also Dag will also get you the payment for your per diem. We said a gold here, but we'll make it. We'll make it. I don't know, Dag. What do we say? Oh yes, we said a gold a day for travel. So ideally that takes about 6 days of travel. We'll make it 7 gold. 7 gold for travel expenses, and then that should cover it. Thank you,
let's
Dag.
not get too down into the details. I'm sure we'll work it out.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. Just make sure you keep a log, keep a log of your travel expenses, and let us know what you got down there. But yes, 7 gold a day is what Dag is saying. So,
So
I'm
if I
gonna let
but
you know. I don't keep a lot of receipts.
a
It's
quick
just
question, Dag. If I purchase
yes.
some supplies in order to help better achieve this task, can I charge it to your mining company?
Well, we don't have a charge account because well we try to stay away from that. We try to stick with real money.
Well, will you pay for any supplies that we purchase for the accomplishment of the task?
To again, we're talking about 7 gold a day, so that should count for any incidentals that you need.
Well, I'm not talking about incidentals. I'm talking about supplies and equipment that we might need to better achieve this task. If I want to buy like 5,000 gold magic crossbow or something
He
in
he
order
he
to help me.
he he, he kind of like sighs, looks over at Smitty. Smitty looks back down at him and gives him a look. And Dag says, "Let's just start with the 7 gold a day for
What,
travel.
what about health potions,
When
special grease?
when
Maybe there's some
when you
handles or something that we need to deal with, some
when,
rocks that need to be moved carefully.
when you get to Sandouville, then we'll continue to have this discussion."
I might need some silk strings, some.
speaking of
Silk
supplies.
stockings.
Speaking of supplies, I noticed general store on our way in. I wouldn't mind stopping in there. Dag, once you have all those papers drawn up, you mind meeting us over there to finish this thing up?
No, I won't mind that at all. I'll go get after that right now, and I'll meet you over at Zilda's. Zilda's Zen General Store.
Dun,
Do,
Zelda?
do,
dun, dun,
do
dun,
you
dun,
mean
dun, dun.
Zelda?
No, no, Zilda. Let me go get started on that, and I'll meet you there.
Alright.
So he walks out. Ponder, uh, kind of like steps up and addresses you.
Thank Once again, thank you, gentlemen, for coming to our town, checking out those ruins. We're really trying to make Clargo the go-to area of Orayu. So you're helping us do that. You've helped us. So thank you again. Thank you again. Uh, anytime you're in town, you're more than welcome to stop in and say hello.
Can we
Well,
crash on your couch?
I have plenty of couches. You can crash on my couch, certainly.
Do you
it's
like
very,
to
it's very
party? And I tap my nose again.
big.
Shut up, Travis.
he taps his nose.
This is Clargo. We party all the time.
All right. Well,
Quick
thank you
question.
so much. Beautiful home. Thank you. And I kind of quickly shake some hands and head for the exit.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Did I notice Zunari checking out that painting a bunch?
You you don't even have to roll. You notice that Zanari was staring at the painting the entire time.
Fixated.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good word. Fixated.
Neither of you heard me earlier. None of you heard me earlier when I was like, "Wow, Gus could really capture the image of a stick figure."
Well, I was out of the room.
No, it was when both of you came back downstairs.
Oh,
Yeah. No, I didn't notice that.
no, I didn't catch it.
That-
Cool. All right. I just was curious.
Hey,
I
gentlemen,
minute.
let us know if you need anything, and we'll talk to you in Sandalville if I don't see you until then.
I shake his hand with my piss-coated hand from earlier.
He notices it's slightly wet, but he just imagines you're nervous to meet him.
Interesting.
Sweaty hands.
Sweaty
Smell
hands.
like cabbage.
I head for Zilda's.
Zildos. Is it Zildos or Zildos?
Zeal
Zeal
does.
One sec. All right. So, what I'm going to do with Zealdas is, I didn't get a chance to do this, but what I want to do is in roll 20. I don't want you guys to spend 30 minutes going like, okay, well, I mean, what does he have? And then me say what
Mhm.
Zealda
No, we don't
has.
mind.
So I'm gonna try to put together some kind of either roll table or handout. Try to develop something like that for that type of stuff.
Okay.
But what I think we're going to do is I'm going to call it there actually, and say that is it for this session. Next session we start off with, we're going to start with Zilda with your handout, maybe do that offline, and then start your journey over to Sandalville for the next part of the adventure. Maybe not as low key as this time, and maybe
I
not
really
as
hope that nobody in Sandalville wears sandals.
no,
I,
it's all,
I
it's all
draw my
Uggs.
dagger on Zanari.
Oh God, better than Crocs, I suppose.
Yeah. Monty kills Zanari. Roll initiative.
Nah, we just walk over to Zelda's place. Okay, cool.
right.
Yay, cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger.
Mm.
The store bought cliffhanger.
I think we could probably bypass the store part and just say what we did and didn't buy, and just
Yeah.
go into the journey.
Yeah. Perhaps. Couple of
I
things.
had a whole thing planned out for Zelda's.
Oh, too bad.
Too bad.
A couple
Shame.
things that I wanted to do. I didn't reward you with them at the start. Not necessarily at the end either. I guess this is the end technically. So I don't think I gave you XP for clearing out what I dubbed the mana chamber, which was where the spider was initially. Which I was gonna give you 100 XP. I didn't. I don't think I said that in the chat. Talking to Smitty, that considering that clearing the mines, like kind of closing out that aspect of it, another 100 XP for that. And those are the two extra pieces of XP that I wanted to give you guys.
So then I should be sitting at 3960.
That's what I'm
Yeah, that's
tracking
what I'm
on
at.
my end. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
for the sake of our viewing audience, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Those of you that watched in its entirety, or those of you that are watching after the fact, thank you for following along with our exploration of the mayor's house and our hanging out in whatever this town's called.
Clargo.
Clargo. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, hopefully there's a next time.
Oh god.
If you don't like puns, get over it, because I can't stop.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Can't stop till you get enough.
A couple of shout outs before we sign off. Shout out to Low Rollers official over on Twitch, as well as IXPiter for following during this session. Thanks to everybody that follows us on YouTube or over on Twitch. If you don't follow or subscribe, you could do that, and you will get notifications if you click the bells and things for when we go live. We don't have the most solid schedule for game nights, but you can always check out Interdimensional RSS or Apathetic Enthusiasm when we use this channel to record our podcast. And until then, thank you, Brandon, for DMing. Thank you, Kevin and John, for playing. And that is it for this week. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
I think we're back again in 3 weeks.
Yeah, long
Oh
time.
no, that's
We'll
right
talk
after
about it.
Christmas.
Tentative,
I don't know.
tentative several weeks.
A long
Yeah.
time.
And I'm gonna go with Eye Spider. I
Yeah,
don't
Eye
know if
Spider.
you want to. I don't know if you want to learn from us, but maybe.
I X spider.